What's up you guys and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing the last and final trial deck unboxing for Team Try 3. I decided to save the best for last because if you see my last two videos of the trial deck unboxing of Chronojet and Altmile, which will be in the link in the description below, you will know that I am in love with the artwork, the new look, and the new color and vibe and effect of this Ranunculus Flower Maiden Ahsha. So I felt it was only fitting to save the best for last, as this is the last trial deck unboxing I'll be doing. But without further ado, let's get right into this. I've already removed the tape from the box because I am just overly excited to get into this unboxing video for her. So as the two previous ones, they gave you the rule book, but this time in Ahsha format, and then they gave you the paper playmat, which I've shown you in the last videos. Overall, decent paper playmat. You know, it's got a lot of space. It's really open. Oh god, a lot of space. Damage zone, your marker area. It's pretty big too. Just you would just need to use regular sleeves with it because it will not work if you put double sleeves on it. And then I actually had noticed this before, but it makes sense. You know, they have a little strategy. They have a little strategy guide on the back of it. This beautiful full view version of Ahsha, giving you some strategies on how to play the deck and what the deck will be for, as well as explain the new token unit order cards and the quick shield and gifts. So this is pretty much just a quicker way of learning how to play the game if you are a fast learner, which is what I am excited for. Alright, and without further ado, let's get into the real tea of this video. Alright, so Freedom. There she is, you guys, and just look at that glow. Look at the definition. Ranunculus Flower Maiden Ahsha, how are you doing today? Wow. Okay, so this is her. And then they introduced, okay, so I'm really happy that they didn't make this change like they did the Japanese. They made her Blossom Maiden Kayla. If you guys remember, in the G era, her name is Blossom Maiden Kayla as well, but in the Japanese, they made her Blossom Maiden Kara, which they changed it to C-E-R-A, but I'm glad to see that in English they kept it C-E-L-A. I don't know if it's Seela or Kayla. I just say it the way that Tokuha Anjo said it from the anime. She called her Kayla, so I'm gonna call her Kayla. But they have her, and then they have the other one, which is the Budding Maiden Diane, which I'm very happy to see back. They pretty much just brought back the whole OG trio. I mean, these three cards in their G forms, after they had been retrained and gotten evolutions, all of them are amazing and still playable in the premium deck of Ahsha, if you want to just go pure hard Ahsha on it. But other than that, they all have good skills, and from what I'm reading and what I've seen, so I'm glad to see that they brought the whole trio back. But to continue on with the trial deck, they give you a full play set of the Ranunculus Flower Maiden Ahsha. Thank God they do. And then for your backup grade 3, you have Gentile Knight Ornell. They give you 3 copies of this dude right here, but they have more in the back, I'm sure, just so they can surprise us with the rare that we're getting. So then you have your Gentle Knight Reveal, and that is the other only grade 3s that they give you. They really keep it short in these trial decks. They just give you one grade 3, which is your main one, and then they give you the decent supporting grade 3. But for the grade 2s, we have also a playset, thank God, of Blossom Maiden Kayla. Then they're giving you your new vanilla, which is the Candid Maiden Marlies, which is a pretty cool looking card. I am just loving how Neo Nectar, the artwork for it, has just been so colorful and bright lately. They don't have like the dark and bland looking like a lot of these other cards, but that's just because the artists have been working really, really hard on it. So I'm actually starting to remember some of these artworks. Then we have a new card, which is made of Fist for the grade 2s. And her effect is, when it attacks, if you're a 5 or units, you gets 10 cans on the battle. Okay, not a bad skill for a trial deck card, but keeping it short with the grade 2s, they give you 9 until we see what they give us in the back, and I'm hoping it's a really good rare. Please be a good rare. I don't want trash like the last two. Give you a full playset of the Budding Maiden Diane, whose skill is overall This skill, I just want to say, by the way, it's Vanguard Rearguard Circle. When placed, discard a card from your hand, draw a card, and create the Vanguard gets 5k. Why is this in Neo Nectar and not Dimension Police? For those of you who do not know, I am a Dimension Police main in Standard, and I read this card, and I just felt like, you know, this is something that just a generic common, like they did here, or rare for Dimension Police would have, because, you know, this isn't really Neo Nectar's thing. So that's just my take on it. I was just confused on why they gave that card this skill as a Dimension Police, because that card would be pretty better. But then they give you the Maiden of Blue Lace, she's new, and then they give you the Momosomo Peach. They give you 3 copies of her, and then they introduce you with the reprint of the new Perfect Girl, which is Ahsha Melon. And one thing I noticed about these Sentinels, guys, I just noticed this too, is that I don't know if it's like a printing error or something, but why do the Sentinels that I've been seeing on here not have, like, you know, text, just the skill? But hey, that's just me. So that is it for the grade 1s. Moving on to the triggers. Got your Danielle for crit, Chestnut Bullet, and then your new draw trigger, which is the Neighborly Knight Boris. And then they give you the draw trigger of Perfect Guard, Maiden of Blossom Rain. And I am seeing that they did bring back, I think they're doing it just mainly with the heals, just because of how popular they were, but they introduced us to Fairy Light Dragon. So for those of you who do not know, Fairy Light Dragon was a heal trigger for the G era, Tokuha Anjo's main heal trigger that she used pretty much throughout the entire series. I don't think she changed it ever at all, even with the ones, the G Guardians that actually had skills. I don't think she changed it before. But that is it for the trigger lineup of this trial deck. And then they introduced to you the Quick Shield ticket that all the new starters have been given. Just keep in mind that all the starters have been errata, so that if you ride onto them and your opponent's at grade 1, you get the Quick Shield ticket. And this trial deck, it wouldn't have to be different with all the effects. So they give us 2 generic plant tokens, and then they finally give us the star of the deck, which is Ahsha, of course, but then they introduce to us, you know, her own unique token like they did with Sephiroth, which is the Ahsha Flower Fairy token. Now, for those of you who do not know what this does, in summary, it basically turns itself into an Ahsha clone, gets the power and critical and name until the end of the until when it attacks, not when at the end of the battle, but until the end of the battle is when it doesn't get the power, effect, and name anymore. Oh my god, I'm stuttering so much. But yeah, this is the star of the deck, the Ahsha Flower Fairy token. They give you 3. I'm actually really happy to see it. It's got a really, really cute artwork. I can see why people. I can kind of see the resemblance here. I'm gonna assume that maybe this is like baby Ahsha, or like Ahsha before she, you know, blossomed or whatever, considering the fact that they're all Biowar units, which basically means that they're like they're like organic plants or something, you know, some poison ivy stuff. But yeah, I definitely see the resemblance, and I really do think that this mechanic is really new and awesome, and I'm glad they gave it to Ahsha specifically, because, you know, a queen deserves her own thing. Now we have the additions. We got another Orville, Marlies, Hot Fist, Lace, the Mosmo Peach, Animo Melon, and they also introduced another OG, which is the Spring Heralding Maiden Ozu, who's had 2 retrains in G, and now she's got her own standard training, which is, yeah, just new artwork. Looks great. There's Danielle, Chestnut Bullet, Boris, Fairy Light. Okay, so the order card, and also the one that got the rarity bump, was the Power Rise Elixir, which was introduced into all of the trial decks, and then they give you the 3 markers, Force, and then the back, Force 2. The dual sides, so that this way you don't have to. Alright, you guys, so that was it for the trial deck unboxing. overall, a really amazing trial deck. I personally, in my opinion, think that this was the best trial deck in all three. So if you're interested in picking this trial deck up, I think that it's the strongest one out of all three, simply because of the unique skills that it has, the introduction of the Flower Fairy token, and the fact that it already has everything else in it. But that's just me, only that and the fact that I'm a huge fan of Ahsha herself. But yeah, that's it for this trial deck unboxing. I was very, very happy and very pleased with everything that I got from opening all three boxes of Team Try 3. And again, like I had said before, if you guys are interested in seeing my other two unboxing of the trial deck, I will leave the description in the below. But don't forget to